reporting for duty. I just wanted to talk to you a second if you have any intention or aspirations of joining our fine country's military. There's a lot to consider before you join. First of all, we're still in war. We've drew down troops by a large number, but still, we're still in Afghanistan, and we're still occupied. Parts of Iraq, Kuwait, etc. But there's army bases, military bases all over. Just things to consider before you enlist, or if you want to become an officer, if that's your intention. Don't let the recruiter lie to you. You don't have to do 8, 4. You can 4. You can do 3.5. The recruiter's going to do everything in his power to paint this pretty picture for you and tell you how wonderful and how great military life is, which it can be great. You meet a lot of cool people, and I met a lot of cool people when I was in, and I stay in touch with them. And army military friends, for the most part, there's gonna be some assholes you hate. That's just anything you do in life. But for the most part, we still stay in touch, still talk, send emails to one another. But what to expect? It's not fucking Full Metal Jacket. It's not going to be like in your face, fucking Vietnam, fucking horse shit, Stanley Kubrick craziness. It's not. It's not that way. It's going to be intense. If you don't run and prepare yourself before you go in, it's going to be rough. It's not going to be easy. My advice to you, just work on your run. Most males, females, they don't have no trouble with push-ups and sit-ups. But I have my opinions on Army PT, how it's curved towards females versus males. It's bullshit. That's just my opinion. But, I would run at least every other day, because if you don't run in like 3 days, your run time goes down. Not that I was ever the best runner, but hell, I'm 6'5", 247. When I was in, I was 280, 270. Yeah. Imagine I had to push that much bulk. Still run like a 1350 or 13 change if I remember right. At my best, the best I ever got was like 290 on my Army PT. 280 or 291. I can't remember. I got it here somewhere. I'll have to look up and see how well it did. But I was in there smoking those 18 and 20-year-olds. I was an older man, but hey, I'm glad, I served my country and I got to do what I got to do. Just think real hard. Do you want to pick a job that you can do when you get out? Because when I joined, I started out as a 68 Tango, which is a vet tech. I was thinking, I'm going to go help puppies and kittens. It didn't work out that way because I didn't know what euthanasia was, and they didn't explain to me, much as I love dogs, that I would be having to euthanize animals. And so I didn't agree with that. Not much other things. But I got reclassed at the needs of the Army, and I got reclassed into a 15 Echo job, which is a UAV maintainer, which used to be the old MOS of Pershing 2 Missile Command or some shit like that. My uncle did it. He did 27 years. Not that it matters, but that was my job in military. I was in the Army 3.5 years, close to 4. Hell, I'd just say 4. But yeah, this right here is like my graduating unit from basic. I still kept it. I still talk to a lot of these guys. You're going to make friends. At first it's like they're going to throw you in there with all these different races, different creeds, everything. Everybody's going to fucking hate one another. That's just the facts of life, man. It's just the facts of life. But you'll see as time goes on how you, with your other troops, you actually meld and work together and become friends. People. Not that I'm not that racist of a person. Never racist. You'd think where I come from that I would be, and everybody thought that in the Army. They thought I was going to be the biggest racist ever, but I'm not. Everybody gets along with one another because you depend on one another. That's the key thing. You depend on one another. And that's how you become friends and form friendships your whole life. But, I think it's a rewarding experience. I think, if anything, that the United States should be like, I think Israel does it, that you have to do 1 year or 2 years mandatory reserve. You know, but that's just my opinion. You know, you guys, gals have different opinions on things, but you know, it is what it is. So that's all I have to say, and this is Corporal Bentley, over and out.